I'm in the center of the colonial city of Granada in Nicaragua, where I'll be taking you to visit a museum called the Choco Museo, and also on a cacao tour that is sure to sweeten your taste buds. Businessman Mitchell Bodian's great curiosity and love for chocolate is the reason why Choco Museo opened in July 2010 in Granada, Nicaragua.
The idea behind the museum was to educate people about cacao and chocolate. Even though everyone loves chocolate, few people know where it comes from.
Visitors are welcome to read about the history of cacao, from its discovery more than 2,000 years ago by the Mayans, the monetary use and trade applied by the Aztecs, the Spanish conquistadors who introduced the seed into Europe, up to the North American commercialization and worldwide distribution that exists today. The descriptive posters give a great explanation of the botany and anatomy of this complex fruit tree. And in the workshop offered here, one can participate in the process of chocolate making by transforming the cacao bean into an edible delight. From the Choco Museo, we board a small boat that will take us on a 20-minute ride bordering the coastline and some of the small volcanic islands called isletas found in Lake Nicaragua, to eventually arrive to a farm called La Calera. It is truly a fascinating visit that will bring us into 65 acres of cacao forest grown under the shaded canopy of trees. So we're standing in front of a beautiful cacao tree, and I'm holding a cacao pod. Mitch, tell us more about this fascinating tree.
This tree we're standing in front of is about 5 years old. Cacao trees produce to their fullest from about the age of 5 to about the age of 25, although they can live longer.
Other curious facts about this tree is that the pods only grow on the lower branches and trunk. The miniature white and yellow flowers are pollinated by ants and by small flying insects called midges. Out of this beautiful flower, you were going to get this pod.
Out of this beautiful little tiny flower, we're going to get that cacao pod.
The harvest in Nicaragua is done in the months of December through February, even though the tree continues to produce pods year-round. Around 5% of the world's production of cacao is organic, which makes me feel privileged to be here. The fertilizer used at the farm La Calera is a mixture of milk, molasses, and manure. Once the white pulp and seeds are extracted from its protected, heavy, and hard shell, workers leave the open pods piled up to decompose and serve as a natural fertilizer for the soil. What is the most prevalent type of cacao that we can find here?
Two types, Trinitario and Criollo. There are actually three types of cacao in the world, Trinitario, Forastero, and Criollo. Right over here, we can see a Criollo tree, and we can see these deep red burgundy pods that the Criollo tree has. Criollo represents less than 1% of world production of cacao, and it's the most flavorful.
So now we're going to walk over here and show you guys how a cacao pod is cut from the tree and opened. So right now they're cutting the pod, and Alejandro, tell us the technique.
As you see, it's a pop of the cacao. Yeah, right now we're gonna open and we're gonna see the meat, how sweet it is, which is inside of the cacao pod. How you guys see the white pop in there? It's so sweet.
Mitch, I was absolutely surprised to see this white jelly stuff inside. I thought it would be chocolate.
No, it's amazing, and it tastes fabulous too. I mean, the average pod will have about 30 seeds, usually a range of 20 to 40. They can have as many as 60. And after it takes about 16 pods to make 1 pound of dried cacao.
So we're here in the fermenting shed where the cacao ferments, and it really smells like a cantina, like if we're in a winery. Is that right?
Oh, it smells just like that because the process of fermentation is exactly the same. The white pulp that surrounds the cacao seeds is converted into alcohol in these boxes, and that flavors the cacao, gives the cacao seeds a very subtle flavor. From these boxes, they spend about 6 days over here going through different steps, and then finally from the last box, they're taken over to the drying patio.
So this is where the cacao is brought after it's been dried out in the terrace to be cleaned.
You can see one of the workers over there was taking out any particularly small seeds, any extraneous material in the mix, and then from there it just gets packed in bags and sent to the market. They're packed in 100-pound bags, and because this is organic cacao, it sells for about 30% more than the other cacao that's made with produced with pesticides and herbicides. And now we'll see shortly how these seeds, these wonderful seeds, the food of the gods, is turned into chocolate in our chocolate factory.
This is the technique used by Choco Museo to make chocolate from cacao beans. The fermented and dry beans are roasted on a ceramic comal over a charcoal fire for 15 to 20 minutes. The husk is removed by hand. The cacao pieces or nibs are taken to be milled into a thick paste called cacao liquor. Then mixed with sugar in a mélangeur in a process called conching, the mixture becomes soft and smooth. It is transferred into molds and refrigerated to harden. To finish this artisanal process, each bar is wrapped by hand and labeled. The best part of the cacao tour is getting to taste this delicious stone-ground, organic, unrefined chocolate full of flavor and antioxidants. I hope you enjoy it. See you next time.